Behind me is 1895 to 1905 Ellis Boulevard, Northwest, as you see it today. Condos on one side and an empty lot on the other. And listen, I'd be more than happy to sell you one of those condos, but that's not what this video is about. This is about Sheftic's Boathouse, the Yacht Club, Ross's Marina, and eventually Dockside and Ellis Landing. Because we're going back to when the Cedar River wasn't just something Cedar Rapids drove across, it was our playground. On this week's Behind the Address, this story really starts with one guy, Ed Sheftic. He built a flat-bottom boat and started running it to fishermen on the Cedar River in 1906. He ran it enough that first summer to pay for another boat, then another, and another, and another. And eventually, Sheftic built an entire business around getting people out on the river. People would come down in the morning, load up for a picnic, and Sheftic's power boats would actually tow their canoes and rental boats upriver. Then they'd spend the day floating back downstream enjoying the beautiful Cedar River. Imagine doing that on a Saturday in Cedar Rapids today. I'd love it. And next door, at 1905 Ellis Boulevard, was the Yacht Club. Now, according to somebody who actually went there in the 40s, there weren't any yachts, and it really wasn't much of a club. But people absolutely loved it. There was a small dance floor and a jukebox playing Artie Shaw, Benny Goodman, and the Dorsey Brothers. Young couples would put a dime or a quarter in the jukebox, dance a few songs, sit down, and then do it all over again. People talked about bringing in their own bottle of bourbon and mixing it up with a little 7-Up that was set up on the tables. Later on, there was steak, chicken, barbecue, seafood, private parties, and dancing. Somebody said that there was a weenie wagon in the parking lot. I have yet to independently confirm that, but I really hope that one's true. The names changed. The Yacht Club became the Chesterfield Club, operated by Sheftic's daughter, Nellie. Now, the Chesterfield burned down in 1960, and in 62, the Ross family built a marina on the property. Over the years, it continued as a marine business, and eventually, the old riverfront idea came back again. First as Ellis Landing, then as Dockside. And by the 90s, Dockside was a place for dining and cocktails, live music, and even party on the river events. How great does that sound? Come down to the river, eat something, have a drink, listen to some music, get in a boat, meet your friends, stay a while. I think that's part of this story that really sticks with me, because the Cedar River is still here. Somewhere along the way, Cedar Rapids stopped building very many places where the river itself was part of the experience. For generations, people didn't just look at the river. They used it. They boated on it. They picnicked on it. Today, the buildings are gone, but the river keeps flowing past the exact same spot. Maybe this is a reminder that our riverfront hasn't always been the backside of Cedar Rapids. For a long time, it was the front porch. And I think as a community, we really need to start using the river as an attraction. Till next week on Behind the Address, I'm Kyle Steele, licensed realtor in the great state of Iowa with Pinnacle Realty. Peace.